What's up everyone, welcome back to another awesome video. So in today's video I'm going to do a quick analysis on jump 10 index. So with more further ado, let's jump into the video. So from the weekly time frame, what I can see clearly is that price broke this low to form this one, and price made something funny. Price pushed up, okay, from this weekly time frame and broke this lower high. Okay, now what we are seeing from this weekly time frame is that price coming back slowly to this broken zone, okay, to this broken zone or to this Fibonacci level. Let's measure it. Price currently at the 70.5% Fibonacci level. Yeah, and it's rejecting of that 70.5 Fibonacci level. Okay, so with that, let's move over to the daily time frame. So from the daily time frame, you can see that zone is very clear here. You can see price made a low, first breakouts, thereby breaking this former low and breaking the lower high created here, and right now coming back again to this zone or to this demand zone. Okay, you see price is actually inside a demand zone. So with that alone, we can't just trade off from the daily time frame. The risk will be much. So let's just move down to the 4 hours time frame to see what price is actually doing there. And if you check very well from this 4-hour time frame, we should be seeing a divergence from here. Let me pull up my indicator. Yeah, it's happening. It's happening. You can see price making series of lower lows while the indicator is not following what price is doing. That's a divergence. It's an early sign that price, the momentum of the price to the downside is diminishing, and sooner or later price might just reverse to the upside. So but you can't just trade divergence like that without making some confirmation or trying to see other confirmations that will support the divergence. So other confirmation that I can see right now is that there is a trend line which also happens to be a falling wedge, which the anticipated breakout should be to the upside, but you can't just place a trade and expect it to break to the upside. You actually have to wait patiently for price to break out before taking any decisions. That's why you are a good trader. The ability to wait patiently to see what price is about to unfold, okay, to see the movement of price is what makes you a good trader. So right now we just fold our hands and wait for price to break either up. If it should break to the upside, then we should be waiting first for this high here to be taken out. Okay, once it's taken out, the test of that high, once it's taken out, a test of that high of that zone should give us an entry to the upside. If it does not take that high out, I recommend and I suggest you just stay away from it at the moment. Just monitor it, keep it on your watch list, monitor the movements of price while we wait for the breakout to occur, whether to the upside, and if it happens to the downside, you already know what to do. Just wait, let this low be taken out and retest to that low. Just wait, let this low be taken out and a retest to that low should give us an entry to the downside where we will target that resistance zone that was broken. Okay, but at the moment just have to wait for price to do its thing. Okay, so let me see if on the 1 hour time frame, you can see that price has been making something funny here. Okay, it's a clear falling wedge. It's a true clear falling wedge. Okay, and if you check here, you can see that inside this falling wedge, that a zone has been broken also, which happens to be this right here. Okay, this zone has just been broken. I might see price move to the upside, but I'm not yet convinced because from the 4 hours time frame, the candle here is actually showing a pin back candle. Can see it here. I'm not yet convinced on it. It's actually, if you can see this candle close above this trend line, okay, we can consider that a valid setup. But for now, we just have to wait. But if you move over to the 4 hours time frame, that's why you just have to be very, very careful with these synthetic indices. Okay, they are very, very manipulative. Okay, just have to wait. If you check on the 1 hour time frame, you can see that a breakout has already occurred. But since the price has been on a strong bearish trend, so I just suggest and recommend you to wait for a confirmed bullish close on the 4 hours time frame above this trend line. Okay, so but if you still want to scalp and you don't want to hold it, because once a confirmation happens around on this 4 hour time frame, the trend is going to reverse completely to the upside, and where the maximum target should be here. So it's going to be a very, very long swing trade, and the pips is going to be massive. So that's why you just have to be patient and wait for it to unfold. Another thing I need to let you know is that a divergence also occurred on the daily time frame, which is something we have to look out for. Okay, you can see it here. You can see that. You can see that here is higher than here, and this low is lower than this one. But on the price itself, you can see that it's creating series of lower lows, while the indicator is not doing the same. So it's a good indication too for us to consider that sooner or later that price will reverse to the upside. But that depends on the movement of price on the 4 hours time frame. That's why we just have to wait for a clear close of bullish candle above this trend line. Okay, because this is a falling wedge, and the anticipated direction of the breakout should be to the upside. So with that, I've come to the end of this jump 10 analysis. So you can just rewatch it and keep it on your watch list, monitor it. Once you see the pattern that works for you based on the direction of the analysis, just hop in and manage your risk very well. See you in the next video, and make sure you subscribe if you are not yet a subscriber. Subscribe and turn on the post notification bell so you'll be the first to be notified whenever I post a new video. Also comment any asset you want me to analyze, and I will do justice to that. See you in the next video. Goodbye.